blown me away. Hello and welcome to my unwrapping and first look at February's White Dwarf Magazine. I thought I'd release this video as quickly as possible. I know I already released a video today, so it's an extra bonus. There will still be a Warhammer Wednesday video out tomorrow. I hope you'll really enjoy it, so stay tuned for that. I posted a comment on the community page of the channel just to say a huge thank you to all of you new subscribers, your regular subscribers, regular viewers, and the patrons as well. Let's get on to the unwrapping and first look. So this is February's issue. I got it today. It's the 29th of January, which is brilliant. Oh, this looks like a bit of a look back. Look at this. Wow. Now this does take me back. Look at that. Old Space Marines, old Rhino, Landspeeder, old Orcs, Ultramarines and Blood Angel Space Marines in combat with an Orc warband of Goths and Blood Axes. That really does take me back. Let's have a look at the front cover. And it is an Age of Sigmar, Stormcast Eternal. Lovely bit of artwork that. So let's just unwrap this. Free Temporal Distort booklet. Good. So this time Temporal Distort have got a full booklet in this month's issue. So here it is. Let's have a look at this. Wow, look at that. Look at the colours. Oh my word. Games Workshop present their monthly games magazine, White Dwarf. Wow. Over 2 decades ago. Look at that. Oh, incredible. Wow. The Battle for Golgotha. Orc and Squat Warlords. No way. Ghazghkull Thracker's Orc Horde in Epic. No way. The Squat Stronghold of Golgotha Prime. It's amazing. I love this Squat Colossus. Squat Land Train and a Goliath Mega Cannon. Baneblade Company. Airship. Look at this. Wow. I'm really going to enjoy reading this. No way. That's really cool. Jarvis. And Andy Chambers. Brilliant. Oh, what? That is incredible. Oh, this is great. This is such a great time to be in the hobby. Such nostalgia. Let's go on to February's issue then. So, on the back, oh, here we go. So we've got some Assassins and some Thousand Suns. Iron Man as well, I think, guys. Could be just Chaos Lord. A whole lot of gaming. Here we go. Should we be kind, or should we? No, we won't. So look, as you can see. Dun, dun, dun. Just zoom in a little bit. Oh, so there you go. The man himself. Okay, so let's zoom back out again and have a look at the magazine. So this month's articles, you've got Contact, Readers' Models, Worlds of Warhammer, Warhammer 40,000, you've got Echoes from the Warp and Children of the Stars, Before the Storm, Sigmar, you've got Blood on the Streets, Golden Host, Paint Splatter, Kill Team, Adeptus Titanicus, feature in this, a little advert to subscribe. It's worth doing because you basically get 2 issues for free. That's quite good. Contact. Nice painting guide for the Chaos Spawn. And there are all the colours, which I'd like to paint mine in one day. Readers' Models. Fantastic. Look at them. Worlds of Warhammer. Look at that. What an epic picture. Now that is an incredible picture. Wow. Echoes from the Warp. Chapter approved. Beta rule, Bolter discipline. I wasn't being that negative. Please, go easy on me. I wasn't being that negative in saying, oh, you know, I wonder why only Space Marines can use this. I'm all for tweaks and improvements of rules, I really am. I just would have rather had something to do with their explosive shell capacity rather than just the amount of rounds they can pump out. But hey, Children of the Stars, absolutely magnificent Eldar army. No way. Well done, Lee. Well done. Jeez. The creativity on that army. Look at that. Blow me away. Just goes to show another example how these models really are canvases for people's creativity and imagination. Just spectacular. Before the Storm, a bit more about Vigilus. Wow, nice little story there. Kill Team Weekender. Some squads. That looks epic, that one, the Primaris one. Look at them. That's a cool one with a Sentinel. Vengeance on Golgotha. Holding an orc head there. Temporal Distort. Year is 1992. Extraction mission initiated and spoiling for a rumble. Here you go. So infiltration. So full kill team game there. I won't give it away, but it's a lot of pages. Look, a lot of pages. The die is cast. All have our favourite game. Blackstone Fortress, a little bit of look at that. Night Vault, Kill Team. So there's a focus on each of these sub games because there are a lot of games out that Games Workshop have made recently. More than I can remember, actually. You know, many games. The Mirrored City, so some illuminations. Wow, Shadespire. Can never get that right when I say that. Age of Sigmar, so a big focus on Age of Sigmar here. With blood on the streets. You got some new rules for a skirmish campaign for the Tomb of the Archaeologists. Wow, lots of rules there. Look at that. The Tomb of Archaeologists, not archaeologists. The Realm of Metal, some nice Caradons, bit of a guide about converting your heroes. That looks pretty awesome. Wow, look at that. Chamonix scenery. The Thirsting Blade, so some fiction for Age of Sigmar. I really do like the new White Dwarf magazine. I can't say it enough. I like the direction they've gone in it. You know, pages and pages of adverts and adverts of this game, of that game. Now it's much more organised in these sections, and you get this, you know, well-defined sort of fiction parts in the sections too. So some chamber organisation. Heroes of the Hammerhands. And some War Scroll battalions. That's pretty good. Sigmar's Golden Host. So a lot of Age of Sigmar in this. A lot. Rules of Engagement. And then Vassal Knight Houses. So Andy Hoare, he's the manager of the Specialist Games team. Necromunda, Blood Bowl and Adeptus Titanicus. What a dream job, right? such a good job to have. Then you've got some notable houses of the Age of Darkness. You've got some Cerastus Knights, some Warhound Titans. It's a nice battle force there. It's good because you can almost make it with the Titan battle group, because you get a Warlord, Reaver, 2 Warhounds, and then you just need to buy sort of 6 Knights, well, 10 Knights and another Reaver, and then you've got a Dominus battle force maniple, which I sort of have, minus the Cerastus Knights, which I'd love to get. I'd love to get a few one day. Warhammer Adventures. A few pages on that. Yeah, quite a few pages on that. And then leading from the front, you've now got Severina Reign, or Severina Reign. So this model, we should talk about this model a little bit. Honor bound. This is Severina Reign. I'm all for not representation as such, because I think females are represented in Warhammer 40,000 fiction, but I definitely would like to see more of them, you know, in the battlefield role, in armies. There are a lot of Eldar females, but there aren't really hardly any Imperial Guard females, which really does suck. So when they do, you know, change the range, yes, there's going to be an influx with Sisters of Battle, but they are their own female-only army. But still, let's talk about this model. Now, the model accurately mirrors the artwork, with the pistol in the left hand, with the sword or rapier in the right hand. The rapier is called Evenfall, and the pistol is called Penance. What I don't particularly like is the fact that the sheath, I know I'm being really, really picky, guys, really picky, but it has been spotted. The sheath is on the right side, which for a sword like that, and it being curved, you'd really want the sheath on the left side. Still, I would have liked to have seen a holster somewhere and the sheath be on the side where she draws her sword from. Much easier, quicker to draw it from that side than that side. I'm just being really, really picky, you know. All in all, though, you can't really tell that she's female either. You can't, unless you actually know who she is and what her name is. You put that model in your Imperial Guard army next to some other commissars or whatever, just from looking at that, you're not really going to tell. Maybe that's the point. I could go on for a long time speaking about the model and the rules and things like that. Anyway, there are some other books coming out for Black Library, Celebration 2019. You can get the model of Severina with the book Honor Bound. The Buried Dagger is the final book before the Siege of Terror. Focuses on Mortarion, which is great, one of my favourite Primarchs. And there's a fair few other books there. Inside the Studio, Preparing a Turf War, and then Vox Chatter. So gone are the, you know, little hints and previews of the next issue, which I would always, you know, keep in there to whet your appetite, to keep you interested. And yeah, long are all the sections of the pre-orders. Now it is a magazine focused purely on the hobby. I mean, and the fiction and the lore and the art and everybody that's involved, excellent. I prefer this. However, you are left a little bit empty. You're left a little bit in the dark, left in the lurch a little bit, because you don't really know what's coming out. It doesn't encourage you in there, but you kind of have to make your own. You have to motivate yourself to keep checking on the Games Workshop's website, or checking out my weekly news and pre-order video on a Saturday, where I go through all of that week's pre-orders and new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. I understand kind of why they did it, because I was getting frustrated when they were putting new releases and things in the White Dwarfs after they were released, and there was a slight difference in pricing and the dates, and yeah. So they've done away with that kind of pressure altogether. So if you're after the models and the pre-orders, you need to keep checking that community website. keep checking Games Workshop and Forge World's website. But if you want a magazine that's purely for the hobby, goes into, you know, like I say, the fiction, new rules, a few battle reports, looking at different armies, like featured armies, then this is what it is now. This is what it's turned into. And that's my first look at February's issue of the White Dwarf magazine. I'm going to go away and read the Temporal Distort. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.